that there is a way you can order your life, and then God now has a platform to begin to implement ancient plans, ancient things will begin to come upon your life. So now I want to tell you what God taught me to increase my lifespan. The first thing God told me is that if you touch any woman that is not your wife, you will die slowly. I've been in a situation before where a lady entered and just became naked and said, this is, you know, I ran away before I realized. The reason for which I was running was not because the lady was not beautiful. I knew how I would die. That knowledge was an act of mercy that God gave me to survive the land. You know that, you know what happened to Joseph? Yes. I took off. Don't think. Go first. Go. When you move, then you think. What I'm telling you, I've not told my wife. You know the second thing he told me? He said, don't rise alone. That's what the American church wanted to make us. One star to rise. You know what? It means if they killed you, the move is gone. Don't rise alone. Make sure you take men. If you have learned the secret of prayer, teach people. If you have learned the secret of power, teach people. Yeah. That's why every meeting that I teach is like ministers' conference. Because part of the errors we committed was to teach ministers differently and teach the congregation differently. So the church became a church of stars, and the stars were wicked. So that's why you always see us in a team. So if someone comes and blesses me with money, they will enjoy. Yes, they will also enjoy, because I was not the only one that labored. Their prayers protected me from evil. So my goal is not to be the most anointed man on earth. I want to be the one that will train the most anointed man. That's my goal. Number 3, he says, lead your generation to pray, to learn prayer. So I went and studied prayer, to master it, so that we'll know all the techniques by which we can move the hand of God. When you think that you got it, you lost it. The moment you say, we got it, you lost it. The moment you say, we have arrived, you have been cut off from the sequence. When we see the way you order your life, we'll know how far you'll be able to travel. It is your devotion to God that will be the center of the design of your life, where Christ becomes our center and our circumference, our extent and our limit. Everything about us is a reflection of him, and we become a theater that he can stand on to display his intentions, when there is none of you and all